My name is Travis McGhee with Sports Talk Atlanta. We're at the College Football Hall of Fame in downtown Atlanta. Our special guest is SIAC Commissioner Greg Moore. How are you today, sir?
I'm doing great.
Mr. Moore, if you don't mind, can you tell us about last year, just in particular, how the SIAC might have ranked in attendance with other conferences?
Well, one of our best assets are our fans. We've led the country 14 consecutive years. We led it last year, approaching 7,500 average fans per game. We had about, I think, 6 or 7 of the 10 largest well-attended games in the country last year.
Impressive.
Fountain City Classic, as you know, that does, about 25,000, 30,000 every year. There's not a game that does half of that in Division II in the country.
Right.
I think we had almost 25,000 at the Circle City Classic, Central State and Kentucky State. So our attendance and our fans, again, that's been the lifeblood of our league in terms of, as an asset. In addition, we had one of our players get drafted in the NFL, kid from Albany State, Grover Stewart. And he was a 4th-round pick, which I think means he gets a guaranteed contract. So I'm expecting him to give something back to Albany State. But more importantly, I think it stands for the proposition that, no matter where you go, you'll be found. There's this notion out here that somehow you have to go to this big, fancy university,
right.
and that's the only way you're gonna, make it, to the highest levels. I can make a compelling argument that it's easier to make it from here than there, because guess what? It's a very good chance that if Mr. Grover went to one of the big schools, he might not get out on the field, because all they got are a stockpile of 5-star or 4-star recruits.
Exactly.
So by coming here and showing what he can do, he's not going to be playing on Sundays. So, in terms of, last year, great year in terms of, our championship, double overtime on Aspire TV. We're looking to continue that partnership. So, I think we had a banner year.
I am impressed that this year, the first 3 games are in opponents against the SWAC.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about that?
Well, our coaches and our student athletes are, they're looking for challenges. Mm-hmm. And, SWAC's a very strong league. They have a great fan base of their own. So I think, those are all interesting matchups. I'll be in Chicago for the, CAU Grambling game. Right. I've been in Chicago Classic the last 2 or 3 years, and that's going to be a great game, not just because of Grambling's strong, so not just because of the strength of the team, the opponent, but also, the fans that are going to come out, the marching bands, the whole environment. So I think it's a good thing that we play more SWAC schools.
And also, Grambling won the HBCU National Championship, so that should be interesting.
Yeah, that's a strong team. I think they finished the year. I think they went to the Celebration Bowl ranked in the top 15 of all, not just the HBCUs, but just FCS. Mm-hmm. So, that's a strong, team and, strong coaching staff, and it's going to be a challenge for Clark, but I think they're up to it. Now,
Commissioner, I grew up in Columbus, Georgia, and I'm an alumni of Morehouse College. Used to play football with them. The SIAC now has the oldest black college football rivalry, mm-hmm. which is the Tuskegee-Morehouse game in my hometown. How do you feel about that, and how the game has grown over the years?
Well,
and to have that in your conference.
Yeah, we're very proud of that game. We have a lot of classics that we're proud of, and that's one of the more historic ones, as you mentioned. I think 1924 or 25. It goes back, right. And I like attending that particular classic because those schools not only have very strong athletic traditions, but they also have academic traditions. Exactly. And one of the things that in college sports that we struggle with is the idea of living up to the ideal of student athlete. Mm-hmm. And the one thing that I like, and particularly about the Morehouse Tuskegee, is that you have real student athletes out there. You got kids from Tuskegee going to work for NASA. You got kids from Morehouse going to Wall Street and going to grad school. Exactly. So I love talking to those young men because they kind of remind me how dumb I was when I was their age, but more importantly, they give me hope for the future because we have a lot of sharp young men who are on those teams, and throughout our league as well. So I enjoy the event. I'll be there again. It's been on TV, I think at least half the years I've been here, and it may be on TV again this year.
Before I let you go, I do want to let you know that I am feeling some kind of way that you're going to go to the Grambling-Clark game when Morehouse is opening up against the University of Arkansas at Pine Bluff. I did want to let you know.
Is that going to be a home game?
No, we're opening up on the road at Pine Bluff.
Okay.
But I know you said earlier that you were going to attend the Grambling Clark game.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you know, I just wanted to let you know we are feeling some kind of way.
Well, y'all should have beat Pine Bluff, I think, 2 years ago.
2 years ago, it was 3 overtimes.
Well, yeah, you guys were up in the fourth quarter, weren't you? Yeah,
Tough.
y'all gave that game away.
Tough loss.
Yeah.
Tough loss.
Blame it on the travel.
There you have it. Commissioner Greg Moore, SIAC Commissioner, Travis McGhee with Sports Talk Atlanta. Congratulations.